Do you want to learn how to actually make money as a performing artist? Does that sound like a really good thing to know? Do you want the financial freedom to pick and choose your projects? Do you want to feel confident in not only your ability to pay the rent each month, but in your right to make art on your own terms? If so, then keep on watching. Hi, I'm Fiona, your coach for all things singing, including mindset, marketing, and monetization. Are you a singer or performing artist interested in a profitable, consistent, sustainable career? Then take a moment to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. New videos every Wednesday. Today's video is super important and super personal to me. Why? Because I've spent decades trying to figure out why it's been so hard for me, my voice students, and my incredibly talented colleagues to truly build consistent, sustainable incomes as performers in the entertainment business. These days, my singing business is more satisfying and more profitable than ever, but it wasn't always that way. So let's get to it and cover the top 11 reasons you're not currently making money as a singer, as well as what you can do today to change your financial future by attracting all the abundance and opportunities you deserve. Sound good? The first tip is to stop living with a poverty consciousness. Okay, Fiona, sounds good, but what exactly is a poverty consciousness? Basically, poverty consciousness is an attachment to the idea of scarcity. It's the firm belief that there isn't enough to go around. Make sense? A poverty consciousness doesn't only have to do with literal money. It can also be thoughts like, there are too many sopranos and not enough soprano roles. Or, there's not enough time to be a good mother and have a career. Now, spend a moment considering where your poverty consciousness originated from. Do you have family members deeply attached to this way of thinking? Did you have experiences of real poverty as a child? Really ask yourself, is this how you want to live your life, constantly in a state of dis-ease around money and lack? Remember, our perception of reality is literally the sum of our thoughts. In fact, we all have different standards for success and happiness. Start noticing the abundance that actually surrounds you. Maybe it's an abundance of friendship, love, food, compassion, or nature. Focusing on abundance instead of lack will give law of attraction the opportunity to shift your momentum on money as well. Let today be the day you make a commitment to seeing your world as abundant. Wouldn't that be great? Along with a pervading sense of lack comes an attachment to the limiting belief that we're not good enough. I speak a lot about imposter syndrome on this channel because it plagues so many incredible performers. So definitely check out this video about social media for introverts where I totally cover imposter syndrome. Bottom line, when we don't value our own work, it's hard for other people to take us seriously as well. We truly need to be our own best advocates and agents. If you can't speak highly of yourself as an artist, why should anybody else? Your ability to get paid as a singer is directly tied to your ability to put yourself out there and get heard, to create opportunities for yourself by showing up and believing in yourself. Make sense? Along with your imposter syndrome is a fear of rejection. When we believe we're fundamentally not good enough or that there's something wrong with us, we feel compelled to avoid all opportunities where we might be judged or judge ourselves. These opportunities obviously include auditions, but they also include subtler opportunities like networking events or even following our intuition and asking a colleague to lunch or requesting mentorship from someone in the industry who we admire. Stop thinking of no as a rejection. Celebrate every no you receive as evidence that you believe in yourself, even if no one else does yet. But not only this, very often a no can lead to a yes. It takes a while for people to get to know each other. Every time you show up to audition for the same producer or director, you're showing them your perseverance, confidence, belief in yourself, and artistic growth. As I mentioned in this video, you may not be right for the current production, but you may very well be booked for the next one. Tip 4 is to stop auditioning. Yes, I know I was just speaking about auditions, But auditions are not the only way to build a career, and in terms of financial stability, they actually suck. Fiona, did you just say auditions suck? That's not how you usually talk. You're right. I always look on the bright side, and I actually personally love auditioning. However, auditions still literally suck in terms of creating consistent revenue for your singing business. Stop wasting the majority of your time and energy on auditions. Yes, I realize everybody else does it, but everybody else isn't you, and everybody else is attached to the idea of scarce resources, a poverty mindset, and living the life of a starving artist. Don't let this be you. Get off the audition hamster wheel, okay? But Fiona, if I'm not auditioning, how can I get seen and heard? Create your own content, my friends, just like I'm doing here on YouTube, just like Peter Hollins, Whitney Avalon, and Lindsay Sterling have done. And if you don't know these artists, click on the links in the description below. Do you have to be on YouTube? No. You just have to create your own projects, write your own material, pitch your own scripts. In other words, stop giving away your power to producers and become a producer yourself. The sixth mistake is that you don't own your audience. What do you mean, Fiona? Of course I don't own my audience. I don't own much of anything. That's why I'm watching this video. What I mean is that even if you've built up a good-sized audience on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, you don't actually own access to your fans. So if any or all of those platforms suddenly crash, access to your fans crashes with them. Understand? That's a scary thought, Fiona. I know, right? Especially if you spent a lot of energy growing your following in the first place. But there is a solution, and that solution is to develop your own email list. Once you have an email list, the sky's the limit in terms of monetizing your 1,000 true fans, which I talk about in this video. Once you own your own list, it's definitely time to start monetizing that list. But if you don't have much of anything to sell, you're stuck. So develop something, whether it's a Patreon account, a membership club, house concerts, CDs, or merch. In other words, to grow a sustainable, diversified income, you need something to sell. Would you like a whole video of ideas for what you can sell and how to sell them? Let me know in the comments. Another place to sell your products and services is at live gigs. And don't sit there complaining that a lack of gigs is your problem. You've got to generate them for yourself. Don't sit around waiting for permission from someone else to perform. Just get out there and do it. In this video, I share 3 great ways to make money performing without an audition. So why don't you have the gigs and opportunities you crave? Because you're not asking for them. You've got to ask for what you want. You can ask friends and family for referrals. You can cold call venues. But most importantly, you can ask the universe, and you can pray to whatever source you hold dear. Let people know what you want. Stop worrying about what they'll think. Let go of your imposter syndrome and fear of rejection. Instead, remember your why. Remember why you sing, why you perform. Remember your shining light into the world. Remember the positive impact you make on other people when they hear you perform. You're providing a valuable service. Do you understand? But in order for people to hear you, you've got to actually ask for the opportunity to sing. Most singers and performers get so hung up on waiting for opportunities and auditions, waiting to be discovered, that they forget how important it is to simply be creative in all aspects of their business. Start looking for opportunities outside the box, both to perform and to make money. One of the things I do as a business coach for singers is that I help you monetize your skills. In fact, I teach many of my clients how to find their perfect niche so they can directly coach their audience around an area of their passion, whether it's singing, playing, acting, performing, fitness, or photography. I'm guessing you're a multi-passionate too. That means you've got lots of skills you can teach, right? Diversifying your income is the surest way to create a flow of sustainable, repeatable, consistent money. If you'd like to learn how to start coaching, definitely click the link below to learn more about my elite one-to-one coaching program. Sound good? It's hard to choose the number one reason you're not making money as a singer. At this point, you can see there are a lot of reasons that add up to the fact that you're often worried about paying your rent. Even so, you can wrap all of the previous reasons up within the mentality of the starving artist. You're attached to the romance of the starving artist. You're conflicted between your desire to have money and freedom and the fear that having money means you're somehow selling out. In fact, you may even think that being a starving artist is romantic. I mean, that idea is all over the culture, from La Boheme to Rent and whatever the current remake is today in 2020. The fact is, you've chosen to be an artist and you expect to be poor. You expect it to be hard. Sorry to break it to you, but being a starving artist is not romantic. It's leaky plumbing, low-quality food, substandard housing, and disapproving parents. Please do me a favor and let go of this idea forever. You're not a sellout just because you want a great standard of living. You do not need to be a starving artist to be a great singer, dancer, actor, or performer. You don't need to be a starving artist, period. So go ahead and claim your greatness by investing in yourself and making some real money. Do you have a better understanding now of why you've struggled to earn money as a performer? I hope so. I want you to be a thriving artist. Sound good? Now, help me thrive by liking and sharing this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and definitely let me know in the comments below what other topics you'd like me to cover to help you with your singing career. Want to learn more ways to make money singing right now? Then watch this video and also this one about attracting those 1,000 true fans. And now, as always, go out into the world and let your light shine. You deserve to be heard, and the world deserves to hear you.